welcome back to IXION, where in the last episode I showed you how to get really the most out of the prologue. We've already done a lot of research, we have 200 people, we have a lot of energy, tons of stuff. It took a bit of time of course, but we got ready, and now it is time, in pressing F3, to click on the Vol engine and move to chapter 1.
In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before Volt jump initiation.
It is charging, as you can see. As soon as that's done, we'll jump.
Full engine ready.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the Earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the Earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. DOLOS carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tiqqun station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found. Horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
I think it's safe to say that something went wrong.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
So indeed, things didn't go as planned, right? We have 199 people starving. Why? I have food. So they should be fine in a sec. Now we need to look at the ghost of Oshna. Peter people find an asteroid with iron deposits. Okay, that's fine. My people are not very happy. Oh, because they're starving, but they're not actually starving. Now we do have a problem now, which is my hull integrity. It used to be at 1000, now it's down to 900.
Trust in your leadership is falling.
There is also something that you can see, which is hull depletion -28 from the wall jump and from one open sector. So basically, from now on, this is always going to go down unless you do some repair. To do some repair, you need one of these, EVA airlock, and you need to click on this point, this button, and you need to spend some alloy. So we also need to be able to always have alloy. So that's a bit annoying. Here, many they are malnutrition, but no, that should be fine. That should be fine. We have the food. I don't know why, I think it's a bug. But anyway, the crew are asking a lot of questions, right? We have to send an expedition to Earth for sure. And then what else? Administrator, the moon has broken apart. Yes, we have to make an official statement. So we can either say we had many enemies, we can say it's our fault, or it was humanity's fate. I'm going to say it's our fault. It was our fault. So we lost a bit of trust, but I think there was no way to not lose anything. So yeah, my people should be eating soon. It's fine. We're doing some research. All good there. Yeah, I need them to eat basically. When are you gonna eat? In 2 cycles. Okay. Let's go to here, and we can see that we're gonna want. No, this is fine. We don't have the resources to do that, so we're not gonna do it. So let's move now to here. We have 2 things. We have the Urshalabi and we have Earth. We can go anywhere we want, so I think we're gonna go first there. We're gonna send also our first probe, and it would be really good if we could find some nice, yeah, here it is, some nice resource, the iron, as soon as possible. So let's go there. Good. Can I take a second? Let's accelerate time. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions. Remember, you also have the tutorial there. And basically, if your crew, if your crew doesn't trust you, then you lose. And also, if your hull integrity goes to 0, you lose.
Has completed its scan.
Okay, it is. We have found some ice, and we have found also some
The science ship has
iron.
arrived at its destination.
Now, before we talk about this one, I just want to check, what does it take again to create a mining vehicle? Oh, it's 20, so we don't have enough to make that one right now. We barely have enough to make a new one like this, probably. So we're gonna need to find that. Hopefully we'll find some here. Okay, so we have arrived to the ship. Remember, this was the ship that was giving us some food from time to time. Now the ship is broken in 2 and is not transmitting at all. The phrase "whoever helps DOLOS is an enemy of humanity" has been written on the wreckage. That is very bad. That is very bad. We should gather everything we can find. I don't have a choice, there's nothing else to be done over here, so that's fine. Now we do have another probe. So where should we send it? It's a good question. I mean, I think, it'd be great to refine all of the planets from before. So let's see if I follow. Yeah, I feel like there's something close by. Yeah. Find that one. Okay, so the good thing is now they've eaten, so all good. So my trust now is going back up, my people are happy, optimal, everything is fine. We are super low though on alloy, so we need to find some ASAP. Let's hopefully find some over here. Now we found some food. It's better than nothing. So I guess my fleet, is gonna go get some. We don't have a mining ship yet, right? So we can't click there. Let's send another ship to Earth and hopefully find a lot of resource there. See what we find there. I think this is the last probe we can build. We are completely out of resources now. Okay, we found Jupiter. Okay. But yeah, I want to find for sure the other planets too, and maybe there's also some other things like maybe ships like that one, others. I'm gonna try to find it all. This guy is gonna get the resources, and my science ship fully arrives there. So now the hull is going down, from 900 we're at 840 something,
ship has arrived at its destination.
because we don't have any alloy to fix it. Okay, so no signal has been received from Earth. The ocean seems to have evaporated and the surface temperature has risen significantly. Atmospheric reading indicates the presence of strong dust storm and dangerously high level of carbon dioxide. Oh my god, the blue planet is not blue anymore. Do we go to my house, search for survivors, go to DOLOS? I mean, there's no survivors, like they'll be, or they can survive one more day. So let's go to the headquarters first. That's also a very short one, so maybe we can get some alloy quickly.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, we got a lot of science points and a lot of alloys, that's great. So anyway, we went, to the converted oil rig, which DOLOS used as its state-of-the-art headquarters, and it's gone. We just found a bit of scrap metal and some points. So the good thing is with the research points, we're gonna be able to finish the research we had started. Now let's find some survivors if there's any. These guys will finish getting the food and then we'll come back here. In the future, we may even want to have multiple of those ships, right? But we're not there yet. I need to wait a second for this. And yes, with this, we found nothing but rubble. No sign of life, not even a corpse. The lunaclism, which is destruction of the lunar surface, seems to have caused a series of events that precipitated the collapse of a civilization. That is bad, that is bad. We did find, again, more research points and a lot of these polymers, so that's great, very important. Last but not least, let's check our house. No reason one, not two. No reason not two. And then try to, finish some science. We're getting the resources thanks to this, so we're gonna get a probe also soon. Here it is. I see the resources going up. So let's go back home so that we can build here a mining vessel. We're also rebuilding, we're rebuilding some probes. We are not finished with that one, that's fine. But yeah, as soon as we get a bit more reserves, I can also maybe make some more food. No, our food is actually fine, so all good, all good. So let's continue. On the battery, I think it'd be good to do the steel mill, so we can start making some alloy ourselves. And maybe we're gonna want to also do that one soon. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to here. We're getting the science point now, and let's see what else. Yeah, we got some more science points, more alloy, and this resource here, the electronics. I didn't have any, so that is good.
A new request awaits your attention.
We have now the mining one, so let's tell him to get a lot of iron as much as possible. It's not far, so that's all good. And yeah, we have a probe, so let's try to discover all the other places. So I'm looking for point of interest for now, which is, remember, this one here. So which direction is it? Is that direction? Yeah. Okay, so that should be another planet. If I'm not mistaken, that should be Mars, probably. And then we also want to get the ones on the outside for sure. First, yeah, let's get the research points. Our mining vessel is over there. So if you look over here, right now it says resource to mine. Now the mining vessel is going to transform these into resource to collect, and the cargo depot will come to collect them. So, oh no, that was a debris field. Okay, we're gonna want to send our science ship at some point. What else? Over here, yeah. Okay, and let's continue checking on here. So we now have a lot more polymer. So I think what we're gonna do, and we do want a hull to get back as much as possible to the top. I think we also want to make sure we have enough power for a while, so I'm gonna do that power. We are now going to go back here. Science is almost finished. Batteries, we don't really need batteries right away, so we can wait a bit. It's good that we have unlocked them. There's also a mission here. Oh, that's not good. This is mission report from the expedition to Earth, right, are being discussed by your crew. Obviously, the thoughts of having lost everybody that they left behind destroyed morale, basically -1 stability. So this is this one over here, where now we have +1 from people having houses, +1 from the hull integrity being over 25%, but we have -1 from what you just saw. And as the game progresses, it says you will see more and more of these minuses, and we're gonna have to deal with this. Let me just restart that. Okay, so we can deliver. What else? we need to do our next science. So our next science, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna need to do them all, and we have a bit of science points. I think cryogenic is probably a good next one. And we have a mission here too. Find and collect 500 cryonic pods. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's fine. We, making drones there. We have some resources being delivered. Okay, all good. My food is negative now. And I need to start making more. We also will want a steel mill soon. We'll want a steel mill soon, and actually it's a big building that probably should be pretty close by here. I have to rotate it. Okay, over here. And we said we're gonna need some more food. So let me see. How does that fit? And there's not a lot of space if I do this, but if I do that one, I can at least put a couple of houses there. Then here, there's not much I can do with that space. Yeah, I'm gonna need to organize this space better. Okay, so we have done some research. We're gonna want one for what did I just say? This one, the iron. When my miners start delivering, now we can actually put it on. Put that one on too, because we have a lot that is over here. This is full too, but yeah, no, good progress. Good progress. So let's go back here. Now where? Oh, we found Venus. We found Venus. Do we go there first or do we go somewhere else? First, let me send another probe. So, I look here. Ah, this side. Oh. Where are you? Here. Okay. Let's go to Venus. It's not that far. And there's two over here already. And we still have some resources to collect over here. My mining is working hard. Yeah, it is. You can see it's working hard, so that's great. We're gonna need to build a steel mill. We're already doing that. Why am I so low on alloy? Oh, because I just built this steel mill. That is, yeah, this was costing 50 and then 20, maybe that's why. You can see the resources are there. So that's not a problem. Just need to deliver them to the right places. Okay. Still nobody is injured.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay. We found Venus, right? So according to reports from the exploration team, the subterranean site consists of mining infrastructure and a large assembly line. Many embalmed bodies. Ooh. The line seemed to have originally used to fabricate solar cells. IXION engineers suggest that with minor repairs, it could be restarted. Interesting. I mean, well, let's try, no? Let's try. It's costing just 10 and we have a lot right now. So if it could give us some interesting resources. I hope it's not gonna give us like an explosion. That's the main thing. But yeah, we're doing that one, so that's fine. We finish cryogenics, so we can start the next one, maybe a memorial or alternative light support. This is going to help with the stability. We don't really need it yet, but at some point we will for sure. The next probe is ready too, so let's go. I'm looking for a point of interest, remember? So here. Oh no, it's that one, okay. I need a different one. I need a different one. Oh, yeah. No, we're far. But yeah, it's a planet there. Okay. So at the time, I'll see you in a sec. Oh, this was Mars on this side. And we can see that there are some people. These are cryonic pods. And there is a transmission too. So yeah, actually, let's listen to it.
Administrator, we are picking up a DOLOS emergency frequency broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope. DOLOS protocol dictates that in the event of a major systems failure, administrators must contact the nearest DOLOS site immediately. Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the Vol engine has sustained.
And that was the station we saw in the first episode, remember? So that's interesting. Infirmary and Bionic Center. I'm just starting to build. Now there's not a lot of space there. No. This is pretty terrible. but I just remember one thing, that I don't think your houses need any roads after they've been built. Let's try that out. I think the house still works, yeah? So maybe we'll be able to actually fit 3 houses there nicely. There is another mission, let's check it out. We have reached maximum structural load, which is not true, but yeah, we're gonna be able to unlock a new sector, but now I don't want to do that now. I'm not ready for that. We'll do that in the future. Research is happening. Okay, this requires some iron, and right now I think my ships are too busy gathering some resources to care about anything else. Actually, let's check quickly over here. Yeah, we did tell them to pick it up, but they decided to first get Mars people. Which is fine. On Venus we're not done yet, come on. And Bob, oh, we discovered something there, great. There is a point, there is, right, something, where is it? Ah, yeah. Okay, that was very close, that was very close. But yeah, we have found, what is it, Neptune, okay, interesting. Let's try to finish Venus first. Oh, no, they're not waiting for resources, they're just waiting for time. So let's accelerate, ladies and gents. And
A
done.
science ship team has completed a task.
The assembly line has been repaired. Machines belong to the UN and are clearly more advanced than our systems. They are fully automated and our team has been able to use them to prepare a number of resources. During the repair process, an engineer discovered a number of inscriptions written by Ulix. He speaks of his time as administrator on Neptune's. So maybe we should go to Neptune. And express regret over the fate of the station residents. But we did get, you know, some pods and some research points, so that is great. That is great. I see this guy is going to get them again. We found Mercury over here, and we see there is some science point there. And there is what we're still missing. Some. There is another one. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That is a waste of a probe. Damn it. Okay, that's his life. So let's send Galileo over here to get some more science points. I think we just finished one more science. Yes, we did. Great. So we've built also some more food. We're 9 positive. We've built the infirmary, the cryonic center too. That's great. I'm gonna focus only on worker if possible. We have resources. Okay, so let's see. Next one. Don't have that much left to do in tier 1 before we unlock tier 2, which is great. We will want these things in the future, but for now I don't need them. We've built all of this. We've built 1 steel mill. We may want more in the future. We may also want more of these in the future. And we haven't put any of the batteries. We also have received our first pods, but now we need to deliver the pods somewhere. So let me see. We're gonna need space here. There's really not a lot of space. We put it here, but it feels like a waste of space. Instead, I guess we're gonna have to put it for now. Yeah, and we say this is for pods. Okay, so that's done. We need a couple more to build new probes. I was doing the... Oh, the hull is actually not so great. We are just barely, you know, doing 28 because one is our efficiency is pretty low. Our specialization is not that high, and we don't get a bonus because we have extra hours. So we should try to pause a couple of things to go back into optimal. Yeah, it is. And so now we're gonna be in positive. Great. At least until this one is built. Then we'll be back into not positive. I could pause that and be totally fine. Even that one we could pause. Because I don't know if I want to already get... No, we should probably get more people right away. There's no reason why not. So yeah, we're gonna get some pods here. They're gonna go here and be transformed into, you know, new workers basically. Okay, what else? We need to find a DOLOS station. Yeah, feeding our people, we're almost done with that, so that's great. Research is in progress. Okay, so let's continue to go on the map over here. We have arrived here, we're getting some research, perfect. We have a new prop, so let's go. As I said, it was somewhere over here. Here's, yeah. If you're super sensitive. Super sensitive. So we're almost finished with Mercury.
The
Oh,
science ship has arrived at its destination.
oh, actually, a pretty cool thing I missed is that Venus is not just giving us, you know, a set amount. It is actually producing 10 of these every 10 cycles. 2 more times. Okay, so it's not infinite either. We have arrived there, so let's see. Transmission from Eden Strauss, prop data analyst. We have verified the data several times and can confirm the existence of a vast debris field covering an area of several thousand kilometers. Wow. At the center is a colossal artificial structure, which makes us look like an insect. That's crazy. And it seems to be the UN, right? I see the UN there. No signal has been detected. We have identified 3 areas for investigation. The core, the secondary structure, and the debris field. Okay, we recommend the utmost caution. Yeah, makes sense. Let's start with that one. Guess we find a lot of resources. Seems close by. Yeah, it is. There's something there. There's something there. We are still clearing this one. We still arriving there. We have a bit of resource, but not a lot of alloy. It's gonna be important to start making. I mean, there is some here. But more importantly, it's gonna be important to start making some by using this iron. So we found Saturn now. Okay, that's good. And found nothing there because that was just a mistake. And here we found Outer Hope. Okay, so that was, I think, yeah, the mission that we were supposed to do. Interesting. One more probe. I don't think we're done. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, so what next? So nothing, food is fine. Yeah, we're positive. We must have started to transform some people. Yeah, we're now 214. Basically transform many of them. We don't have this one yet. And we are low on houses.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Some more. So we're gonna start with this one. Then we're gonna want one here. And then I'm gonna need to destroy that rod later on. And this is this bit. Okay, we also found something. Yeah, a bit of resource, some science. That is great. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically, yeah, this was the UN for sure. Okay. And let's do the other one. The loading dock hopefully has something for us. And another probe. Let's go. Oh, I didn't see what we found there, but there is still something. Where are you? Somewhere over here. Yep. Okay. So what did we find? An asteroid belt. Okay. Now there's many things. It would be good to have another science ship right now. I wonder if we should. How many? Let's check. Because this is 12 people and 14 power. It's not that much. Then we need to spend a bit to make the science ship. And we have 90 there. Feel like why not? Let's go crazy. Space docking bay. And we will need a board. That's fine. That. Okay. What else? Yeah, we still don't have any iron because again, it's not just for the science, also for the cargo. We only have one cargo ship right now, so that makes everything pretty slow. Okay, this one is basically done. Good. Let's continue. Okay, I think we are done with the points of interest. I don't see any big point of interest. So now it's probably just about trying to get some iron. Possible also close by. Oh, here. That's a lot. Good. Galileo.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Great. Let's just get the science points here. 10 more science points. Great. So frozen human remains. Oof, that is bad. The team did find a few resources. Okay. Let's do the last one because it doesn't even tell me to leave. So that means hopefully I'm not gonna die. So yeah, the scan, we found a lot of iron. That's great. So now the miner can go because if you look over here, he has finished mining all of this. Right? So that's great. Another probe. Okay, I'm not gonna go crazy on probes. We can always, you know, find more later, but I do want to try to find a big one if possible. Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, let's go back here. This is not finished. I thought it was finished, but almost. We have built 2 houses. Let's build a 3rd one here. Okay, so population done. Okay.
A probe has completed its scan.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't even think we need to make a new scan.
A science ship team has completed a task.
That is more important. A few more pods, that's great. So inside, yeah, there's not a lot. But this is definitely bit. Oh wait, there's more. And we don't really have a choice. We have to continue there. So let us continue. Let's see how much that was, just for fun. Yeah, 500. That's great. Okay. Oh, why are we at 0? I've spent so much, I guess. Yeah, I spent so much right now. There is still a bit on hers. And oops, how much is it over here? Yeah, there's still a bit also there. Okay, but yeah, I need to really get started on bringing some of these. Because my hull is not gonna survive for too long. We already have a few more people not working, but that is fine. We're at optimum, great. And here it is. So let's go. We're gonna want the cargo for sure. We're gonna want the science. And honestly, I don't think we need another miner right now. So we're not gonna do that one. We will continue our research though. There is one at the top that is hidden, and then there is 2 more at the bottom there. Let's get started. Okay. What else? Not much. We have food, that's great. Oh, we're not in negative actually, so we're gonna need more food production. Oh, here, yes. Nice. Don't have a space for another one of these steel mill, which we will need for sure in the future. But for now, I guess we'll do without. Stability, we're fine, right? We're at +1 right now, so all good. We may go slow on people now, though. I think we don't need a lot more people right now. I need 30 there, sorry, my bad. So actually, yeah, just a few more. Okay, are you building? Yeah. First one.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh my word, 250 people and then 13 of these polymer. After examination, the Galileo team concluded the site was evacuated prior to its destruction, finding uniform and equipment bearing the insignia of different organizations. It appears to be a facility of the UN. Yeah, it was written on there. Okay. But we've recovered at least a lot of people there, and now we're done. There's no more things to be done. Get a bit of science points. I will tell the fleet not to take these people right now. I don't need more of them right now. What I need is this. So take those things first. When we have 2 fleets, maybe we'll start doing this. Now let's move Galileo. I mean, there's nothing over here, so I think we're gonna go to Mars first, then go to Saturn, Neptune, asteroid belt. Jupiter seems to have nothing, which is strange, but okay. Then Uranus, and then Outer Hope, because that's actually the mission. Okay, so that is good. And there it is, we have now a 2nd ship. So I can also do something like, 1 ship focused on iron all the time, and 1 ship doing the rest, right? With, if you have nothing to do, then you can go there. What happened? Oh, Galileo arrived to Mars, okay. An old disused complex named Richard's facility has been located on Mars. This is a UN-owned facility, yeah. I think we went there, in prologue. Use DOLOS clearance code to access. Okay. See? And I don't really have a choice anyway. It's too late to back down. Okay, so this one is going to Venus because Venus produced again a bit there, which is great. 2nd one, perfect. We also have a 2nd ship, science ship, so we can actually send 1 to the asteroid belt while we're here. Mars. The codes briefly reactivated the base defense system, okay. The team did not suffer any losses, okay. Now we can investigate. Prepare the site. Perform a full sweep. Inspect. I mean, I want to do it all. I think let's do a full sweep. Let's do a full sweep. So yeah, my troops now are working. That's great. We are getting first these resources, and soon they'll start getting some of these too. We'll need some reserves though, because 250 is a lot. 250 is a lot. We haven't built that one yet. We're too low on alloy, so it's a good point that we've started this right now. And if possible, it would be great to also find some somewhere in maybe the base we're in Mars. Yeah, there's not much else I can do right now, basically. Yeah, I can pause this, it's not needed right now. What else? This is already paused. I may soon pause this one, because we're now in positive. We don't really need more workers right now, so yeah, I think we're gonna pause that one. Because, it's more mouses to feed and to house. We have detected a signal broadcasting a DOLOS frequency. It originates from a mineral extraction station named the Stanford facility. We theorize that the Stanford facility will contain many materials. Okay. However, in order to recover them, we need to dismantle elements of the structure to gain entrance. Control center has been identified, but is sealed with a UN emblem. Okay. A message has been written on it. We have no idea what it says. So dismantle part of the facility, force entry into the control center. Yeah, I really don't think this is a good idea. So let's dismantle. It's gonna take more time, and maybe I'm leaving some resources on the table, but I feel more comfortable with that. Okay, so here it's getting some iron, and here we're getting a couple of these alloy. Good stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So on Mars, we were able to find a couple of resources. Oh, but 2 of my crew members were killed. The operation was a success, but not so much. Okay. Well, this is not great, because I feel like we also maybe lost some resources in this. But that is life. Now the ship is missing some crew, so I think we should return to the base, so that we can put more crew on it before we go back there. And they're gonna get the resources. Here we are finished for me.
A science shift team has completed a task.
So matching meticulously organized resources packets were found. Okay. So we found indeed a couple of things, and most important is probably the research point, to be honest. Food is fine, and finding cryopods is important, but yeah, most important is probably the research point, so let's wait for them to be taken out, and then we're gonna continue on our way to Uranus. I really hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so in Uranus, Control, are you receiving us? We found a tree. It seemed impossible in such an environment. I've never seen anything like it. It's breathtaking. Wow, the root structure appeared to sink deep into the planet. Wow. So we can actually carry ecological analysis, we can cut down the tree. We had this Naomi protocol before. I feel like maybe we should just do that. Maybe we understand it first. And then maybe we cut it after understanding it. Let's see. Hull integrity, okay, is going back up, but we are below 800. That's not great. That's not great. Let's count. So here we have 4, 220, okay. Oh, there's still a lot of these. So what is happening? Uranus. We did find some research, so that's great. Almost entirely edible. We should cut down the tree. So I don't need food, I have food. That's not the problem. Speaking of which, I do wonder if maybe we should create a second food reserves now that we are basically full. Because I have a bit more reserves. I don't have a lot of space though. If I do this, I can put one here and a house there. That's ugly, but that's using all of the space, right? Yes. Okay, what else? So this we can stop it again. We may need also another reserves of these guys, by the way. We have some reserves here, some reserves there. Good, good. Yeah, we're gonna need to open a new one soon. That's for sure.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, we are in Saturn. So what are we going to do there? We are going to check it out. A structure belonging to the Black Market Society has been discovered on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Although severely damaged, the sim ceases to be active. Wow. So we are close by. Now what should we do? Guess we're gonna make contact. See what happens. There we're still doing the research. And when this is finished, I guess we can send it to Outer Hope. Okay. My fleet, you know, working hard there, working hard here basically. Not much else to find so far. But yeah, I guess we're gonna need another pod. So I said this one would be for food. But maybe actually we'll put pod first. Because next to each other it's fine. And we can make... do we really? Yeah, we do need it. Because we can always delete it later anyway.
A science ship team has completed a task.
So you found them. After receiving no response, we went. The defenses activated briefly. Fortunately, there are no power. It's fine. We saw strange animals, okay. We repelled the attack. Oh my god. There was a bronze statue of the Marduk Council member, okay. But the important thing is we got some science points, which is again really the important thing. Let's go deeper into the station, I guess. Okay. It's not like... I mean, maybe somebody's gonna die, but I have a lot of people. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So now that we have money, that we have iron, and that we have
ship team has completed a task.
quite a bit of alloy, I think it's gonna be time to expand to a new station, to a new, place. Some food, some of these resources here, the carbon that you transform in polymer, and more importantly, we got a lot of research points, right? The tree was a collaboration between Henry Bargeville, the guy we saw at the beginning. Okay. They offer their creation to humanity. It's nice. Oh, to erase some of the debt created by the atrocity of DOLOS. Interesting. So that was on Uranus, yes. We're just gonna want... Yep, it is done. To go all the way there now. And on this one, we still have a bit of time. As I was saying though, I think we're gonna want soon to start, wrong button, to start expanding because there's really not a lot of space, especially to put another steel mill.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Where? Yeah, okay. We did also just finish a new research. So what is... Okay, we have a lot of cryonic pods in storage. They say, let's awaken 50 into 24. Now I'm gonna do this because we need now people for the new, we're gonna open a new sector, so we're gonna need people. Oof, this is a lot. 80. They're lucky that I don't really have a choice right now. So let's unlock sector 2. Okay. And yeah, we don't really have a choice. So that's it. That's it.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
That was the first accident I think we got. Let's definitely fix it. Repair, yeah. So I am doing the repair, that's fine. Avoid accident for 2 cycles. Hopefully we will. Maybe the problem is because we have too many people working. Yep, because we sent a lot of people there, that's why. So let's stop this one for a sec. Maybe some food. And what else can we stop? Maybe we can stop that one, because it's full anyway. And now we're back into optimal. So you saw I said that the more, if you go into overworked, right, like if there's more jobs than people, you're gonna have accidents. Right away we got one. So definitely something to keep in mind. Now they are delivering the resources slowly but surely. The researcher said we stopped it, but I'm gonna just, you know, put, actually we may want, we're gonna need to do the more.
Ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so let's see. We're entering deeper, we reach a construction site, deserted and almost frozen. Okay. There is a preserved corpse. So we can attempt to restart, we can break through the ice, get some resources. Let's break through the ice. It takes more time, you know, and I tend to think that the things that take more time give you more resources. That's a bit my philosophy. Okay. Yeah. I don't really want... I don't know if we want these ones right now, to be honest. I have nowhere to store them. We are doing some pods, okay, that's good. I know they may tell me that we don't have enough houses soon, but we're gonna want to build houses on this side anyway, right? So all good there. We have some resources, cool. Cool. I didn't show you indeed that we got now polymer refinery.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay. And this one still needs time. So let's check it out. We have a DOLOS emergency signal. Outer orb is surrounded by wreckage. The emergency signal is transmitting from inside. I think first let's search outside, see if we can find some resources and stuff. Right, and then we can go inside. What else? I mean, not much else, I think we're good right now. We're good. There's still a lot of iron there, and there. So I don't need to do that right now. There's still also, I'm sure, a lot of these. Let's maybe prioritize these two so that they are finished before we do another. That's not a lot. So we found a bit of valuable resources. I mean, two of these, we only have 4, so 2 is 50%, but still, doesn't feel like a lot. The science point, let's send them. Okay, and now we are done. So we can send
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
to Neptune. And we have a new request. So let's check it out. Oh, wait. What's happening? Oh yeah, we have nowhere to deliver this. What is the request? A new sector has been unlocked. Yeah. So my people are happy, sure. It is. It is connected through a road. So you can see these are the entrance. Right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have connected them. Now we have a lot of resources over here, but we're gonna need to quickly give them food and also some houses. Right? Otherwise we'll be in trouble. So we're gonna have to do this, but I think maybe we'll do that in the next episode, ladies and gents. That was already a lot of great progress. We've done basically all of the research of this tier 1 there, on the third side circle, right? We have also built even more over here. We have now 2 science ships, we have 2 cargo ships, we have started our own production of alloy, we have good reserve of everything, we started cryonic pods, right, to get more population, so we are now at more than 200 people. That is great, and we have discovered most of the planets of our system, of our solar system. Now the big thing is, obviously, we destroyed the moon and the Earth is dead, so that's not great, but clearly this is not gonna be the end. So I hope you enjoyed, smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.